not hidden. There's never been a moment
This
you
is
were
what
forgotten.
depression
You are
looks
not
like.
hopeless. You have been
Some
broken,
days it
your
is
innocence stolen.
fake it till you make it.
I hear you whisper
Some days it's
underneath your
letting
breath.
yourself feel all the things that you need to
I
feel.
hear your SOS
Some days
stories
it's
of
crying
regret.
until you think you're gonna shrivel up like a
I will send out
raisin.
an army to find you in the middle of the
Some days it's
darkest
angry.
night. It's true, I will rescue you.
Sometimes it's all of the above.
There is no distance
um,
that cannot be covered over
no matter
and
what it
over.
looks like,
You're not defenseless.
you're not alone.
I'll be your shelter. I'll
I
be
have
your
dealt with
armor.
chronic depression
I hear you whisper
pretty much all my
underneath
life.
your
I
breath.
started manifesting as anger.
I hear
I was just
SOS,
angry at everything all the time.
SOS.
And then I was properly diagnosed probably when I was about 12. Up until then, it was like anger management courses and everything. I've been through so many counselors and therapists. I had them when I was younger. My mom got me somebody that would come to my home a couple of times a week that we both just kind of let her go because she was a little bit crazy herself, in our opinion. I have had some good ones. I've had some bad ones. I'm currently seeing a really great one, finally. Don't give up on that. You have the right and the power to request or to find, to seek out someone that works for you. I also have close friends and family members who I confide a lot in, and most of the time now in my life they kind of get me through until my next session with my therapist. So that's wonderful. That's another thing. You need a support system. You need to find people that you can talk to, that you can confide in, that will help you along the way and be there for you. And you also need to know that they are not always going to work. They're not always going to have the thing that you need to hear. They're not always going to be able to be there to listen to you, which is what I have found is a little bit easier when you have kind of multiples and you have certain people that you talk to certain things about, because you can gauge which ones are going to have the responses and the listening skills and things that you need. Always reach out to someone. I know it's hard when people say, call me whenever. I don't care if it's 3 o'clock in the morning. Call me. And you sit there at 3 o'clock in the morning and all you can think about is how you don't want to bother somebody else. Either because they're going through some shit or because it's 3 o'clock in the morning. There are a few things that I generally like to do. And if I can't bring myself to contact that person, I will write. I will find a funny movie or a funny TV show or listen to some upbeat positive music. Sometimes I start cleaning at 3 o'clock in the morning. Pretty much anything to kind of go ahead and get yourself out of that space and into something else. Keep your mind more occupied so you're not thinking all of the negative thoughts that you were currently thinking. I also sometimes will test the water with some friends. I will send them a text message first instead of calling. Like, hey, are you up? And sometimes I get a response, yes, and then I'm like, okay, good, I need to call you. And sometimes I don't. And that's when I have to figure and find other things to do. I think I was about 16 or 17 when I realized the times that I'm not seeing my therapist, because I wasn't in counseling at those times and I needed to be. I needed to find a way or figure out a way to do something or to change my lifestyle so that I wouldn't be so down or so angry all the time. And at that point in time, still is, but definitely in that point in time, music was like the biggest thing in my life. And I had sat back and realized, though it was great music, it was just feeding in to my depression, to my anxieties, to my anger, to my doubts, to my sadness, and I needed to change that. And for the longest time, I actually couldn't bring myself to really listen to a sad song or like a more angry song. I don't know why angry, but angry song. So even if it was something like to me, I call it silly songs, which is like stuff like to the window, to the wall. Yeah. And there's just like some other songs too, that are fun and upbeat and you kind of just want to sort of dance to them, whatever your genre or song may be. Start listening to those more. Start cutting out sad, sappy shows and movies and start trying to do something that's more positive and uplifting and whatever that may be. I like to go for the feel-good stuff. Like, oh, my big thing was, what was it called? So there was this guy, and then he would bring like a team in, and they would like find this family, or this family was usually on a bus of some sort. It was like Move That Bus, that show, with the people, and they build the new houses and stuff for the family. That one was a big one for me because not only is it joyous, but I got a little bit of a cry out too. I'm a big person for, I don't want to feel things a lot of times. So I let a lot build up. And that's usually where my anger comes in. Because I just get so frustrated that there's so much, in me that is so bottled up and it's ready to burst and to come out, and I don't want it to. So, I do like to find feel-good shows that are not only happy and uplifting, sometimes they make you cry a little bit, to kind of slowly break down that wall a little bit. When you cry and you let yourself cry, it's like it's healing for your soul, for your emotions. And when it's done and over with, most times you feel a whole lot better. It's giving that release and that salve and that medicine for your emotions. And I don't like to do that a whole lot. So if that's you too, I'm with you. I guess I don't really know where I'm going with this, to be honest. I don't even know if this is going to go public or not. But I guess I just wanted to start somewhat of a journal as well as a help for depression and anxiety. And I won't keep you too long if this goes public. I'm just going to start, conversations about different stuff and see if there are ways that I can help you and help myself. I want to at some point look back at these and see how far I've come or how much further I need to go where I was then as opposed to where I might be in the future. And we'll see what happens. It's 2020. It's going to be a long road, guys, but we can do this. So, if this makes it public and you're listening to this, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, I am not a licensed therapist, but I've been through some stuff. And in future videos, we'll get there. I've had a long, in February it'll be 32 years of life. With a lot of ups and downs. And I will do the best I can to answer any questions, comments, or concerns. I am okay as of now. I have a plan. I have pretty much a wellness plan. I'm in a good, decent space. I have people and things. I'm sure there will be videos from time to time where I'm not going to seem okay because I want to show you the real me. And I want you to go on this journey with me. So, here we go. This is video number 1. And this will be, since it's after midnight, Saturday, January 4th, 2020. Thank you. I love you, and I'm here for you.